saved at the last second. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 epic anime rescues. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Yes, we'll be looking at the times when anime characters made a huge save just when all hope seemed lost. Get ready for some spectacular entrances and some major spoilers down the line. Number 10, Saitama saves Genos and Mumen Rider. One Punch Man.
Nice fight, man.
It's amazing that despite knowing how every battle featuring the world's strongest man is gonna end, Saitama still finds a way to make each confrontation feel oh so satisfying. After both his cyborg disciple and fellow low-ranking hero find themselves torn up by the vicious deep-sea king, Saitama shows up to deliver some well-deserved justice by means of a punch with so much force that it managed to dry off a rain-swept street.
It's raining out, so let's get this over with.
Sure, if he had shown up a bit earlier, Mumen Rider wouldn't have been crippled, but hey, nothing a brisk bike ride can't solve.
I've been on the lookout for you. I couldn't say everything in my letter.
Number 9, Killua saves Knuckle. Hunter x Hunter. On an average day, a bulky mass of muscles such as Knuckle wouldn't require saving. But then again, he was going up against the walking red nightmare that is Yuppie. After finding out just how strong the Royal Guard is, the Hunter is saved at the last second by everyone's favorite junior assassin. Thanks to his mastery over electricity, Killua managed to literally give the Chimera Ant the shock of his life by unleashing the power of Godspeed. No matter how big you are, that's gotta sting.
これからあんたにすること、全部ただの八つ当たりだから。
Number 8, Goblin Slayer saves the Priestess. Goblin Slayer. Technically, this was more about slaughtering goblins than it was about saving a pack of naive adventurers. Either way, the result was the same. A lot of dead goblins and one traumatized priestess. After her companions are either brutally killed or violated by a horde of little green menaces, the woefully unprepared magic user is saved from a similar fate thanks to the untimely arrival of a lone masked warrior, who then proceeds to butcher every goblin in sight. It was then that both the priestess and the audience became acutely aware that we were looking at the birth of Fantasy Doom Guy.
Goblin Slayer.
Number 7, Meliodas saves Elizabeth. The 7 Deadly Sins. What better way to celebrate a new life than by saving the reincarnation of your angelic lover and kicking the shit out of your old demon pals? That's the dragon sin of wrath for you. Just as Elizabeth is set upon by 2 of the 10 commandments, Meliodas manages to escape from purgatory to deliver the smackdown on his old comrades. Now spouting a far more sinister personality, the Captain of the Sins wastes no time in throwing his weight around and tearing apart Derriere and Moonspeed in the process.
Now full counter!
Number 6, Naruto saves Sarada and Chocho. Boruto Naruto Next Generations.
うちの里の子供たちはしつけはいい方だと思うんだけどよ。
Good to see that Naruto's habit of last-second saves hasn't died out since he assumed office. After being ambushed on the road by a Shin Uchiha clone, The 7th Hokage arrives just in time to pull both Sarada and Shocho out of harm's way before they get shish kebabbed. Of course, a pint-sized wannabe Uchiha hasn't got a patch on someone who can turn his cloak into chakra-based tendrils.
ナルト、久しぶりに暴れるのか?
ほんの少しな。
Still weird to see Naruto being a responsible parent, not to mention with kids that aren't even his. I mean, Sasuke and Choji really need to step it up.
すげえ。7代目がめちゃ強いのは知ってたけど、実際戦うとこんなすげえの?
Number 5, Shanks Saves Kobe. One Piece.
もうやめましょうよ。もうこれ以上戦うのやめましょうよ。
Only the likes of the redhead Yonko could bring an end to an entire war just by showing up. In a desperate bid to stop further casualties, Kobe gives an impassioned plea, calling for an end to the bloodshed.
ダメだ死ぬ。だけど僕は言ったんだ。言いたいことを。
His cries ultimately fall on deaf ears, with Akainu all too happy to plunge a magma-soaked fist into his face, only to have Shanks leap in and deflect the attack like it was nothing.
よくやった、若い海兵。
Leave it to Oda to rip our hearts out with the tragedy of Ace, only to then ramp up the hyper new thanks to the arrival of Shanks and crew.
この戦争を終わらせに来た。
Number 4, Ichigo Saves Rukia. Bleach.
Farewell.
With the goal of infiltrating Soul Society in order to save Rukia from her false sentencing, Ichigo and company found themselves down to the wire when the day of her execution was stepped up. Thankfully, the substitute Shinigami still found himself time to master Bankai, while also getting his hands on a sweet new robe, which only made his last-second save all the more impressive. Hey.
Ichigo.
After all, it's not enough to block a giant phoenix one-handed, you gotta have the new threads to match as well.
I've come here to rescue you. You got it?
Number 3, Shinji Saves Rei. Evangelion 2.0, you cannot advance.
I don't even care what happens to the world, but I'm bringing Rei back. I promise I'll save you, Rei.
Okay, technically this action does result in the eradication of most of mankind via another impact, but in Shinji's defense, he did save a naked Rei from being consumed by an angel, which to be honest is kinda worth sacrificing the world for, right?
There are replacements. There are replacements.
You're wrong! You're the only Rei there is! And I'm saving you! Right now!
In order to free one of the arguably best girls in anime from the angel Zeruel, Shinji pushes both Unit 01 and himself to their limits. Even with the consequences of his actions leading to a fresh apocalypse, Shinji was still able to do the impossible and save Rei when it counted.
I wanted you to be happy.
It doesn't matter. This is all I need.
Number 2, All Might saves the students. My Hero Academia.
Where'd he come from? Wait, hold on. It didn't hurt him?
When the symbol of peace stops smiling, you know it's about to go down. As the League of Villains launch their sneak attack against UA High, both Class 1A as well as Aizawa find themselves outgunned when faced against the combined threat of the unstable Shigaraki and his pet monster, Nomu. Thankfully, as all great superheroes do, All Might arrives on the scene in the nick of time.
Have no fear, students. Because I am here.
Enraged by what has befallen his students, he decides to show the bad guys what it looks like when a world-class hero flexes. Number 1, Simon Saves Nia. Gurren Lagann.
Well, Nia, I'm here. Just like I promised.
Want to know the best way to save a damsel in distress? Well, take notes, fellas, because Simon knows the drill.
He will come. You can be sure of that.
Just as all hope seems lost against the anti-spiral, Simon makes the most unexpected entrance possible, bursting right out of the couple's engagement ring. After summoning all of his crew, he then proceeds to use his own self-belief to summon a mecha the size of a whole galaxy. Extravagant? Yes, but that's the way Team Gurren rolls.
Tengen Toppa! Gurren Lagann!
Just who the hell do you think we are?
So which of these rescues did you think was the most epic? Let us know in the comments below, check out these other videos, and subscribe to WatchMojo.